You are looking at Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, at the Hub Community Kitchen in London, reuniting with survivors of the Grenfell Tower fire.
It's always giving back. She recently worked with a woman to create the cookbook called Together, our community cookbook, to raise money for the kitchen.
Joining us now live from London is Rachel McCready to talk about that sweet moment and other royal news. Rachel, hello. Can you tell us a little bit about Meghan's sweet reunion this morning?
Absolutely. So Meghan, this Wednesday morning, got a jump start on her Thanksgiving cooking. She visited the Hub Community Kitchen, which is in West London, and met with some of the women that she collaborated with on that cookbook you mentioned. And right before the visit, they announced that the cookbook has sold around 40,000 copies in the UK, raising about $270,000, which has gone towards renovations at the kitchen and allowed them to stay open 7 days a week, and also allowed the women who work there to have kitchen safety courses. So obviously some great work from the Duchess on her first big solo project as a royal.
And this is something that she's held so close to her heart. I did read on Twitter, one of the royal contributors said that she stayed about 20 minutes longer than scheduled. This just goes to show, I feel like, how special this project really is to her, right?
Absolutely. She looked very excited. She was hugging all of the women, both outside and inside the kitchen. Obviously, she had been to the kitchen before, though that time had not been publicized. And then she had invited the women to Kensington Palace back in September for a special celebratory meal, which her mother, Doria Raglan, was there for as well. So she's developed a pretty close bond with them. And it was just a nice outing for her today. And you could almost see a hint of that baby bump, too.
Yeah, right there. We do have, I believe, photos of kind of the before and after of the kitchen during the renovations. Obviously, you mentioned they've raised from the cookbook over, almost $270,000 US. Here's a before photo, and then we'll take a look at the after next. But like you mentioned, instead of the kitchen being open only 2 days a week now, it's open 7. So they're able to, cook more and, really benefit the community.
Right. Yeah. We also hear that. No, go ahead. I'm sorry. Continue. No, continue. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, so Meghan got her hands dirty and helped prepare 200 meals, which they do every day there. And obviously the Grenfell Tower fire was a very huge loss in London last year. It took the lives of more than 70 people. So that community is still suffering and struggling. But this kitchen is obviously a beacon of light for them. So it's a really nice gesture on Meghan's part.
Yes,
I would agree. We hear that Kate and Meghan had a little twinning moment as well. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so it seems that burgundy is the color of the day, obviously. But so Meghan stepped out and she was wearing a Club Monaco dress and matching coat that were both a burgundy color. And just a few hours later, Kate Middleton stepped out for an event of her own. And she was wearing a Paul Kah skirt suit that she's worn in the past. She loves recycling those looks. But I'm not sure if the two called and coordinated colors this morning. But they were both looking very festive and fall as they stepped out in London today. So Kate was visiting a neuroscience lab for her own separate event. But these two though they have very different styles, have been known to kind of copy each other a little bit in the past and clearly have a lot of deep affection for each other. So it's nice to see those two out together and rocking some similar looks.
Yeah, great. Well, they're the saying great minds think alike, and those two women
fashionable,
are definitely
sisters-in-laws.
Yeah, for sure. The next royal, though, causing some buzz, Prince William. He really got candid recently about his mental health.
The Duke of Cambridge revealed at a conference in London on Tuesday he struggled with his well-being after having children and juggling his job as an air ambulance pilot. Take a look.
I worked several times on very traumatic jobs involving children. And after I had my own children, I think the relation between the job and the personal life was what really took me over the edge. And I started feeling things that I've never felt before, and I got very sad and very down.
Rachel, this really isn't the first time that Prince William has kind of opened up about the impact being an air ambulance pilot has had on him mentally. What do you think of William being so candid?
Well, the younger royals are known for really speaking out about their mental health. They started the Heads Together initiative, which of course focuses on highlighting mental health and mental health awareness. And so Prince William has spoken out in the past, as have Prince Harry and Kate Middleton, who work on the Heads Together Foundation with him. But really, I think the family in general is just very inspirational for people, especially in Britain, where a lot of the time the keep calm and carry on slogan they've talked about it being keep calm and keep quiet. And they really want people to speak out and let others know that they're struggling. And they've been really candid with their own struggles. Harry has talked about going to therapy after the death of his mother, Princess Diana. And of course, Prince William, like you mentioned, being an air ambulance pilot, has seen some pretty horrific situations himself. So just kind of opening up about how important it is as a male, because a lot of the time men are not the ones to speak out if they're struggling. And as a father, to just say, it was hard not to bring this home with me. And fortunately, he said he had a good environment at work where he felt comfortable talking about that, but really encouraged other workplaces to speak out and to really help their employees if they're struggling with mental health.
Well, Rachel, thank you so much for joining us from London this morning, and have a wonderful holiday.
Absolutely, you too.